Hey, how are you? Happy Friday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath. I had to run to get here. Things were the time was getting close, and I was just grabbing products and so that I could bring and share them with you because I am excited, as I am a lot. I have some news to share with you, and just some things. And if you saw the intro or the thumbnail for this week's Feature Friday, you may be wondering what the heck I was talking about. So if you didn't see the thumbnail, what it said was, let me bring it up so I say it exactly correct. Um, Hang on just a sec. So it says Power Tools for Prayer. See what's going on. See what's on knotsofgrace.com. Power Tools for Prayer. So I have been talking to God, praying with God lately and over the last couple of months. And you've probably read quotes from saints and things like that, where they talk about the rosary being a powerful weapon. And so power has been coming up a lot, and that the tools that I make happen to be power tools. So I thought that was kind of funny. The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of power tools is I think of Home Depot. There's a plug. There you go. But it's I don't know. It's comical, but it's also just super cool. And so I love that I get to make powerful tools for prayer. So, hi Kelly, happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes, for those of you who don't know, my maiden name is Patrick, and so this is our namesake's day. It's a bummer that it's on a Friday this year. So I made corned beef and cabbage last night instead. So we celebrated St. Patrick's Day, at least from a food perspective, a day early. And so, but now we're celebrating it with our green here, and I've got some little shamrocks on my ears, and just it's always a fun day, whether you're Irish or not, and um, it's just kind of a fun day, especially here in the States. So happy St. Patrick's Day. But I did want to share with you a few things this week. First off, if you're here in Atlanta, next Thursday night and Friday morning, I called her the wrong name. Leanne and I was just going to call her someone else for some reason. And Leanne and I and Bill will be there as well. We're going to be at St. Jude's Catholic Church in Sandy Springs, and we will be at Artsy Market. So Thursday night is from 6 to 9, and then Friday morning is from 9 to noon. When I'm going to post something on social, it probably later today, and then you'll see it again next week a couple of times. So I hope you can join us there. And the things that I'm going to show you today that are in our the new section that I added to the website, you will be able to reap the benefits of what's online in person as well. So let me jump into that, and then I'll go back and talk about some other things because I'm sure they'll come up. But if you haven't joined our VIP group, our Inner Circle of Grace VIP group, I welcome you to do so. If you go to the link that's in our bio, wherever you're watching this, you can click on that and you can find the button to click, and all you do is put in your name and your email address. And I don't spam. I give you the information that I think that you want to see. And every week you get the Monday hug in your inbox, and you get a couple of newsletters every month. And then when we have sales and when we have new products, you get to see those. So wanted to put that out there. So I hope you go out and join the group if you haven't done so already. But I'm going to share my screen because I want to show you what I added to the website. So let's see, share screen, window. Sometimes it works. There it goes. Okay, can you see that? You can. I'm gonna get out of the screen altogether. And so this is, I'm going to scroll to the top. This is what I'm calling our going, gone section. These are the products that I am almost out of. These are products that have been with Knots of Grace. I mean, some of them have only been here with us for, maybe 6 months or even, less time. And some have been just super bestsellers for a long, long time. And I can't get any more of the crosses. I can't get any more of the materials, so I can't make any more. And so these are special edition items that if you want one, you better get it before they're gone. The other thing that I'm doing along with this, because I want to, as you know, I'm always looking to replenish, always looking to bring you guys new things. And so as part of this section, there is a discount that you are eligible to receive if you choose to do so. And I will put all of this into the comments once we're done today. But if you purchase a minimum of $30, then you can get 50% off the items that are in this collection only. So you have to purchase out of this collection in order to get the 50% off, which means you need to click on this item from here and add it to your cart in order to receive the 50% off. And so, but anything that's in here, as long as you put at least $30 in your cart, you are going to get 50% off with that discount code, and the discount code is special 50. So that I'm super excited. So if you're scrolling along with me, some of these you can tell are some best sellers that you've seen over the year or years. And some of them are just they have been a good seller over the last year. This one is one of my favorites right here. This chocolate heart, dark chocolate heart is one of my favorites, and this is the very, very, very last one. It says it's sold out, but there is one. I need to fix that. There's one available, and that's it. Only one. But as you can see, there's a lot of great things here, a lot of great gift options. Mother's Day's coming up, Easter's coming up. These little bracelets here that you can see are awesome little Easter basket stuffers if you need something for Easter baskets. And all of them I can ship to, as long as each individual order can only go to one address. So that is, a rule on, on knotsofgrace.com that I only ship to one address per order. So if you want to go to multiple addresses, you need to, have multiple orders. And that's just how we work at Knots of Grace. And if you have questions on anything, you can always use the little comment button down at the bottom there. You can see that the little what looks like it has a little 1 on it. I'm usually around. If I'm not there straight away, I will reply to you and you will get a message back in your email if I'm not, right at my phone at that very moment. But generally speaking, during, studio hours, so until about 4 o'clock every afternoon, you will be able to, ping me there and ask questions. So, but I wanted to give you that information before I forgot. And hi, Mom. And so I hope you go out and do that. But the other thing I want to talk about, so one of the things that I enjoy doing and is sharing information. And as I've talked to you about the last few weeks, oh, let me stop sharing this and put me back in. There I am. So I wanted to share with you something that I heard today, and it's from the Hallow app. And I mentioned that 2 weeks ago and then again today. that I'm using the Hallow app, and it's helping me pray more, which is the intention of it, right? And so I am also trying every day to listen in on the Lent 40. Um, the things that happen on Lent 40, and I get to probably 3 out of the 5, or 3 out of the 5 or 7. I probably get 3 of them a week. Some weeks are more and some are less. But this week I happened to tune in this morning, again with Mark Wahlberg, a 4-minute message, so super quick, which is lovely for us who are just going round and round doing lots of things. And the thing that he challenged us to this week, so his is always about fasting. And this week's fasting was fasting on fasting technology. I'm looking at my notes here. And essentially about the things in our lives that steal our time. And then instead of just thinking about, I need to fast from technology and I need to not be on my phone so much, or not be on my computer, or not be on social media or whatever, I really liked the way that it was said. And going to I'm going to quote it. So he said that, fasting from anything that steals our time, so we might give that time instead to prayer. And I don't know what it was about that, but it kind of hit me today, and so I wanted to share it with you. And instead of feeling guilty about um, using social media or using technology or whatever, it's giving that time back to God, giving that time back to yourself for prayer, giving that time back to God, to just be with him and reconcile with him and enjoy those few moments. And the other thing he talked about, and this is something that which is why I make single decade rosaries, is prayers don't have to be long. They can be super short and just as effective as some of the very, very long prayers that we pray. And a lot of the long prayers that we pray are beautiful. They're poetry. But then some of the short prayers are just as effective and just as powerful. So if you say a single decade of the rosary, that is powerful. If you say 5, if you say a full rosary, that's even more powerful. But just those conversations is awesome. And so I wanted to just share that with you. And what was it? Oh, he quoted from the Desert Fathers, and this is something I've been reading about recently. There's the Desert Fathers and Desert Mothers, and it says, "There's no need at all to make long prayers. It is enough to stretch out one's hand and to say, 'Lord, as you will, and as you know, have mercy.'" And so he said, one of the most powerful, simple prayers is the Jesus prayer. And it says, in the way it goes, which I wasn't familiar with it, so I'm going to share it with you just in case you aren't either. But it's, "Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner." And then repeat it 3 times. And then, with the sign of the cross. So totally simple. 3 lines or 2 if you write small. But I don't know. I just love sharing things that are easy. Yeah, let's make life easier so that way we can have more time to pray, so we can have more time for these other things, so that we can have more time for peace in our lives, so that way our brains are not, always like constantly on fire and ping-ponging all around, if yours is like mine. If you can't tell. So I wanted to share that with you today. I shared with you about Artsy Market, which I hope those of you who are in Atlanta show up next week, because it's going to be fun. There are some awesome vendors there, including us, Knots of Grace. But it is a great event, and the women who put the event on do a fantastic job. And I just enjoy it. And the other thing I wanted to show you is, this is one of our longtime bestsellers. Remember I told you that the things that are on the going, gone. many of them are longtime bestsellers, and I just can't buy the crosses anymore. So this is one of them, and it comes in a number of different colors that still I have, I think, 4 different colors still available. And then I also have these two, and this one people love this one. It's so blingy. And then people love this one too because it is just so simple. So enjoy these. Enjoy, receiving gifts from Knots of Grace at a super discount while they are available. And again, that discount is special 50 if you have $30 or more in your cart. And right now, there's no end date on that special because I am ready to add new, and share new things with you all. And so, in order to do that, I need to share all of the things that have been awesome all these years, and they are still awesome and still can be enjoyed forevermore. So Kelly said short bursts of inspiration and guidance are helpful throughout the day. Absolutely. Like the message up here today, I choose joy. That's, for me, I'm very visual, and so I need things that are, really in my face all day long so that I can say, okay, slow down, chill out, enjoy the day, say this quick prayer. When my brain starts kind of ping ponging around, as it tends to happen. But on that note, I think that's it. I think that's it for this St. Patrick's Day Friday, Feature Friday. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope your Lent is going exactly how you need it to be. And if you are like the women in my small group that we met this week, we were all talking about how much this Lent has been deeper, more prayerful. It's just been, it's been more than prior years. And so I hope yours has too. And I hope it's going awesome. So until next week, I may not be here, but I may be here. We'll see. If I get done with, or I may join you depending on how busy it is. If I can, I may pop in for just a minute and join you while we are at Artsy Market for the last hour of that day. And so I'll pop in and say hello to you there at that time. But until then, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and check out our Monday hug when it comes out. If you are on our mailing email list, you will get it in your inbox at 7 a.m. Monday morning. All right. Take care. Happy Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. All right. Bye-bye.